morning. How's it going? Saturday, April 26th. It's, as usual, very, very hot. And had a bit of a late start this morning. Actually slept in for once. Slept in till about 8 o'clock, which is pretty rare for me. I'm usually a 6:30 waker-upper, but I think this week a few poor sleeps has caught up to me. So yesterday was a good day. Just, stayed in and watched 3 games of football, which was nice. My team lost, unfortunately, once again, but sort of become used to that of late. And then for dinner, where am I going? I think I'm going this way. For dinner, I ended up having fried chicken from a little local guy selling it from one of his food stores. The chicken wasn't too bad. Didn't have as much flavour, but it was very crunchy. It was double fried. The chips weren't anything spectacular, but they were proper potato chips, hand cut. And I had this, it was a salt, but it was like a cheesy sprinkling flavouring salt. It wasn't too bad. It was alright. And you get like a sweet chili sauce with it and a ketchup as well. So yeah, it was nicer than the KFC I had a couple of weeks ago. So just walking through some of the little side alleys to get to the main road, because I'm sick of walking over that dirt road that's currently under construction. See it's quite busy actually this morning, but you see everyone's out for breakfast. The usual breakfast around here is pho as well, so noodle soup. It's usually like a lighter style of noodle soup. They wouldn't go for like a beef one or anything like that. It's usually, from what I've seen, like a light broth, so chicken. Yeah. So I've got a couple of things I need to get done today. I'm actually going back to the post office. Yes, that big old building that I was a bit bemused about why people would go visit. I was reading that obviously all the souvenir shops that they've got there, that they're fairly well priced and the actual quality is quite good in comparison to the ones that you get at markets and little street stores. So during this trip, I just want to try and buy one souvenir in each country, and I haven't done that yet. I've been here in Vietnam for almost 6 weeks now, and I've been quite lazy in that regard, so I need to do that today. Also, I want to buy a postcard and send one back home. It's not something that I normally do, so I thought it might be nice to do that. I'm not going to say who I'm sending it to, because I want it to be a surprise when it arrives in the mail, whenever that might be. I fly to Thailand on Monday, so I've got a few things I need to get done today, planning wise, as well as I need to buy a couple of things like toothpaste, deodorant, a few other little bits and pieces. I need to get my bag packed as well, because I haven't really sorted that out, and with it being a new bag that I've not used before, I just want to get that sorted today and tomorrow, so that I'm not rushing and being all anxious about it on Monday. So as I mentioned, Monday flying to Bangkok, because my visa runs out here in Vietnam in a few days. So I'm only going to be in Thailand for a week, just under a week. Won't be staying in Bangkok, but I'll do some vlogs around the movements when it comes about. One of the other nights when I came and played billiards, there's this across the road. There's this nice little cocktail bar. I think it's called Century Concept. Anyway, had an old fashioned in there. It was actually really nice. Highly recommend it if you're around in the area. Yeah, just quite a classy establishment. They had a guy playing some jazz music, which was, look, it's not my kind of music, but I can appreciate it. And some of the people in there were really into it, which was cool. But yeah, I'm gonna probably either tonight or tomorrow night I'll come back there and I'll see if I'll ask them if they're okay with me filming them making a drink. I think that would be a nice little thing to see. Alrighty, another nice little cafe. So that one was called CoffeeHouse and has 2 levels. The bottom floor was full, so had to go sit upstairs. I got just a long black, and with that they served it with a little vine of, I think they were raisins. It certainly tastes like raisins. And a little, I'm not entirely sure what sort of a cake or pastry it was, but it was filled with custard. Actually, when I initially saw it on the plate, I thought it was going to be like more like a cookie texture, but it was quite soft. Yeah, it was really, really nice. I'll have to find out what that's called and put it into the video. Coffee was good as well. There was a lovely lady that was sitting upstairs, a local Vietnamese lady. She was asking where I'm from, what I'm doing, and then we got into the whole cultures thing, where she was saying that she really admires how Australians especially seem to be so kind and just relaxed and free, rather than like how the Vietnamese are. They're so structured, and you know, like just her going and solo traveling like I am, for instance, that's something that she just would not do because of tradition and their local cultures. She'd love to be able to do that, but she just can't. Or yeah, I did ask her why she can't break tradition. She couldn't answer that, so I don't know. But yeah, it was nice to have someone actually instigate conversation with me rather than the other way around, which has been the case throughout this trip. Yeah, so walking now to the next destination, which will be the post office. I just saw a couple of German tourists that I stopped and spoke to for a moment regarding hiking backpacks. So with the new bag that I bought, the top of it where the opening is just like a shoelace opening. So, and it obviously tightens to close it up. And then it's got the little cover that goes over the top of it. And to secure that over the top, it's just a buckle that closes. so it doesn't have a zipper to close. And then what I would normally do with my previous bag was put a lock on between the two zippers to lock it up. So I asked them how they secure their bag when they have to go onto flights, and they mentioned they just use some shoelace to tie it all up. If anyone's got any tips on that, leave a comment for me. The thing I love about Vietnam when it comes to food is there's so many food options. Basically every street that you go onto or that you walk through, you never really have to search for it online unless you're looking for something specifically, which would most likely be like a cuisine that's not local, or if there's a particular place that you're looking for. For instance, I've been looking at having ramen, which I'll probably do tonight for dinner. And, you know, I searched online for a decent place, but otherwise, if you want to eat, just go walking some streets and you'll definitely find something everywhere you go. And the other great thing about the food here is it's so consistent. I haven't had a bad meal yet. Haven't even had an average one. You just know what you're gonna get. You get what's advertised basically. Yeah, it's really, really good for food lovers. souvenir bought, postcard sorted. So they've got 3 or 4 shops in there full of souvenirs and postcards. It's the look of the building from the outside again. Clouds are brewing again, storms. Every single day I've been here there's been afternoon storms, which is not a surprise given how much humidity there is. Get these handmade little souvenirs from paper, I think it's made. Be very delicate. Hello. Look pretty nice. Very colourful. Okay. Yeah, so so there's 3 or 4 shops in there full of souvenirs, and each of the shops have pretty much the same stuff. The souvenirs, the quality seems to be a lot better than what I've seen in other parts of Vietnam. Yeah, you can tell just it's just dodgy the way it's been painted, or the actual materials feel like they're going to fall apart pretty quickly. So that's why I was hesitant to buy anywhere else. But the one that I got here looks pretty nice. A little keychain and looks well made. So yeah, person that gets that should be happy. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like Armageddon's approaching. How dark those clouds are. It's coming from everywhere. Just another thing to mention as I try to scurry back to my apartment because it is about to piss it down. Financial money situation here in Vietnam. So, oops, can't go now. As I say, cash is king, and that's the case here. Yeah, pretty much majority of places you're going to need cash. Try to find somewhere to cross. Yeah, so you're going to need cash. There's a couple of ATM or banks here that do fee-free withdrawals. The 2 that I've been using have been VP Bank and ACB, I think it is, or AOB. I think it's ACB Bank. Yeah, I haven't had any charges using my Macquarie Bank debit card. And then obviously if you want to use credit card wherever that it's available, you can do that as well. They do also do QR code payment if you've got like Alipay, WeChat, things like that. If you can get your bank account linked to one of those, that's also another easy way to make payment here. But yeah, so far for me, I've just been withdrawing money using my Macquarie Bank card and paying for my accommodation on booking.com using my Bankwest credit card, which has no international fees. Some places here will charge you like 2 or 3% if you do choose to pay with credit card as well. And some accommodation here, they prefer cash. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Check out the mess this road becomes when it rains. Just floods everywhere. Cars trying to drive through it, bikes, just a shit show.